And so in that world, we're taught, I mean, one of the first things you learn doing financial analysis in that world is you use the beta as an inverse in the math, and you flip it on its head, and you multiply it through, and you adjust for risk mathematically, so that you can then say, after you adjust for the volatility, the 0.8 versus the 2.0 versus the S&P is a 1.0, it's your baseline. When you adjust for that risk, the perceived return of the aggressive growth stock mutual fund at 20% rate of return, where the other one's making 11.2, it goes away. It neutralizes it. And you might end up with risk adjusted, that 11.2 will come up, and the 20% will come down, risk adjusted, and then you can actually compare apples to apples. But you've risk adjusted for the volatility and mathematically. We don't do that in business.
Right.
We just go, oh, I want to buy a bulldozer. Let's go get $50,000 at the bank.
Yeah.
And I think I can do it. I think we can push some dirt. And that is your risk analysis. Well, kiss my butt. That is dumb, okay? People do that all the time. And so what I determined is that I'm going to go, if you want to compare two dry cleaners, you know, one has debt, one doesn't, I've got to risk adjust for that mathematically, and you have to apply a beta formula to that. I presented that to this group of MBAs, and they're all sitting there with their jaws on their lap going, no one ever said that. And I said, it's because it's never been said. No one does it in the world. No one does. No, you're not trained this way. You're trained that way in only one bucket of finance. All the other buckets of finance, zero real estate people do this. Zero. None. They do not analyze risk.